We really create the environment that is around us. And I know this sounds like I'm talking about manifesting and like whatever your stance on that, it is for real. My stance on manifesting is that, you don't get anything by just wishing for success and hoping for success and expecting that it's going to come without putting in any work. But if you start thinking about the thing and you start expecting the thing and knowing that there's no option but you're going to have success, then your thoughts start to push you in the direction of having the success. I'll give you an example. If you think about if like the worst week that you've had in the last 6 months, it was probably kind of a downhill slope where you had one bad experience and that led to another bad experience, which led to another bad experience. And then all of a sudden you were having a bad day, and then you were having a bad week. And then everything that happened to you that week got worse and worse. Maybe you weren't making as much money as you wanted to, or some business deal fell through, or you had a bad day with your boss chewed you out, your significant other chewed you out, something happened with your family. That week probably just got worse and worse because the mood that you were in from it starting bad in the first place began to affect the rest of the week itself. And so your environment is going to be influenced by the way that you act and the way that you actually carry yourself during the week. And if you want to consistently have better days and better weeks, you really can influence that if you just decide you're going to have a good day. I heard someone recently talk about this little trick that they use where whenever someone asks them how their day is going, the typical response that you would give in that situation is you would just say, having a good day, or doing all right. How about you? Something like that, just something really simple. And the thing that this guy was talking about that he says instead is he will say, can't have a bad day. And obviously, if you think about it, that's not actually true. Of course you can have a bad day. Everyone has bad days. But his whole point was that if you just decide to kind of trick yourself into thinking that you can't have a bad day, and that's what you say, and you actually have to have that come out of your mouth, and you're saying that to someone else with a genuine feeling of thinking that it's true, then that will start to become your reality. You can kind of trick yourself into making your own reality if you just start believing what would be better if it was true. And if you go around, if you imagine 7 days in a row, an entire week in a row of telling someone can't have a bad day, just having a great freaking attitude about your day, imagine the compounding effect of the rest of that week. And I've noticed this a lot of times because I work from home a lot of times, and I always end up kicking myself when I spend way too much time working from home, because I don't get out there and get to go talk to people and share in the experience of life. And whenever I do share in the experience of life, and whenever I do talk to people and tell them I'm having a great day, share the awesome stuff that's going on, I always get that back, because life really is an energy exchange kind of game. If you go out and you talk to people, whether you're an introverted person or an extroverted person, if you put good energy out there and you actually exchange good energy with someone else, then you'll get good energy back from them as well. And to be honest, if I bring good energy to someone and I get bad energy back, I cut that person the fuck off. Like, I don't have space for that. So the other thing that you need to do in that situation, if you really want to create the type of life and the type of environment that you're trying to have, is you have to curate who you spend your time with. You have to actually go out of your way to make sure that the people in your circle, the people that you're spending the most time with, are putting that good energy into your life and are not putting bad energy into your life, because that shit is so contagious. It's absolutely toxic to spend time around someone that's putting nothing but negative energy and negative stuff out, because that's going to influence the way you feel about what's going on in your life. And I'm not saying you have to go cut off all your friends and cut off all your family and spend time with no one, because that's not realistic either. But you need to really prune out the time that you spend with shitty people that influence your environment and your feelings in a negative way. And the more that you do that, the more that I promise you, you will see your life change. And I can attest to this so freaking hard, because I really, really have gone out of my way to curate my circle and my network. And I don't spend time around people I don't want to spend time around. I started cutting out the people that put out negative energy, or just saying less to them. If they try to reach out or try to talk to me, I might not respond. I might just be like, cool. Like, I don't need to talk to people like that, because it does nothing for me. And so I spend my time around people now that put that positive energy out, where whether or not I'm putting positive energy out, they're putting positive energy out. And the absolute compounding effect that I get from spending a lot of my time around people who feel that same way is astronomical. Because when I'm having a good week, I get so much more done. I'm so much more productive. I'm a better partner, to my business partners, and to my girlfriend. I'm better at business. I get more done. I'm more effective. I sleep better. Everything's better when my energy is better. And that energy is so dictated by the people that I surround myself with. So if you're finding yourself in a place where you feel stuck and you feel like you cannot move forward no matter what you're doing, you need to surround yourself with better people. And that really starts with cutting the wrong people out. Because the other thing is that A players do not want to be around B players, C players, D players, etc. A players want to be around A players. So if you're trying to surround yourself with good, powerful people that lift you up, and you bring shitty people around those people, they will ditch you fucking quick. Even if they like your energy, if you're bringing shitty people around, they're gonna ditch you quick, because they don't want to be around those people either. And they understand that that affects their energy. So you have to be brutally ruthless with who you allow into your circle. And honestly, the older I get and the longer I've been a business owner, the more important that becomes. The more important maintaining and protecting my energy becomes, because if I have a bad week, it affects my freaking business. Like, my business is not going to grow as fast if I'm around shitty people. It's as simple as that. If I'm around people that bring my energy down, my business is not going to grow. So, real fucking talk. If you have people around you, if you're trying to grow a business and the people around you are talking about drama and bad news and shitty stuff and like stuff that literally makes you feel like your energy is being drained and going down, you're not going to move quick. You're going to move quick in the wrong direction. So cut out the fucking losers and just put yourself around more good people. And whenever I do find myself bringing good people around to meet other good people, that has a compounding exponential effect. The people that I'm trying to surround myself with will take note of that, and they'll tell me, hey, I like that you bring around cool people, or that you hang around with good people. And then they want to hang out with me, because if you think about what that communicates to someone, if you bring another A player around you to meet someone that you're trying to to bring into your circle and communicate more with and get more in touch with, if you bring another A player around them and they see that, they know that that person that wanted to come with you only wanted to come with you because you've got something to you. And so it communicates to them that there's worth in being around you. And the real shit is, like, no one cares about your feelings. Like, if you're having a shitty week and feeling shitty, maybe your mom's gonna give you a kiss and a hug and tell you everything's gonna be okay. But no one is gonna care in the world of business. The world of business is a ruthless fucking place. And if you're going around crying and being a victim and bringing shitty people around that have negative energy and bringing negative energy to people, your texts are not going to get answered. Your calls are not going to get answered. People are going to avoid you. They're going to put distance between them and you because they don't want to talk to you. They just don't want that negative energy. So if you're struggling to get to where you need to be, take a real look at the people around you, and if they aren't A players and you have A player ambitions and A player goals, get those people out of your life as quick as you can.